Okay guys, now we go on with true, false, not given, and try your level best that in part 1 you should not have any mistake. At least in part 1, they should be 13 by 13. So, do the following statements agree with the information given in reading passage 1? True, false, not given. Whenever they give you options, you are likely to guess. It's natural, right? If I say answer is A or B, you will guess immediately B, because you know 50-50, right? So whenever they give us options, true, false, not given, your mind, whether you find the right place, right sentence or not, you will guess at the end. Yes, no, not given, you will guess. Multiple choice, you will guess. So once you start guessing, that is the time when you have many wrong answers. Okay? Now, let's see how to read the question and how to find the information. Bedouin teenagers, you know that's the word we use, Baddu, in Urdu, right? Yeah. So Bedouin teenagers who found the scrolls were disappointed. Now underline, teenagers were disappointed by how little money they received from them. Now teenagers found the scroll, they sold the scroll, got the money, and they were disappointed that only they got few coins for that. Now listen, how to check whether what should be the answer. If they were disappointed by the little money they got by selling scrolls, answer is true. If they got little money but they were happy, they were not disappointed, they were happy, then the answer is false. Or if they got lot of money for that and they were happy, answer is false. And if they don't tell us whether they were disappointed or they were happy, then the answer is not given. So there is always one thing which you have to check. If they were disappointed, answer is true. If they were happy, answer is false. And if they don't tell us, then it is not given. Now over here, again they use the word teenagers and who found the scrolls. Now scan the passage and look for something, teenagers who found the scrolls. Yes, it is first paragraph, and please come to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th last line. First paragraph, 6th last line, there is the word the teenagers. Mil gaya? 6th last line, last 2 words, the teenagers. Got it? Okay, now please follow me and please help each other. अगर किसी को ना मिले दाएं बाएं पूछ ले, मुझे नहीं मिला. The teenagers took the 7 scrolls to a nearby town where they were sold for a small sum to a local antiquities dealer. Until now, is it okay? Now we are going to check. What are we going to check? They were disappointed with the money. Let's read on. Word of the find spread, and Bedouins and archaeologists eventually unearthed tens of thousands of additional scrolls. Have they mentioned anything that by getting that money they were disappointed or they were happy and all that? So the answer is not given. Got it? When they don't mention, it will take time to understand these type of things, okay? So it's that. Yeah, reading just contain both jaldi sadi. Okay. Let's go on. Question number 7. There is agreement among academics. Academics means the researchers and all that. There is agreement among academics about the origin of Dead Sea Scrolls. Now look here. Clue word, origin of Dead Sea Scrolls. Just wait. Without understanding the question, don't rush to the passage. The question is, the keyword is, and by the way, this is also type A. So questions and answers are going to be in order. Now, they said here, academics about the origin of Dead Sea Scroll. If there is an agreement about the origin means where did they come from? If there is an agreement about the origin of Dead Sea Scrolls, answer is true. If there is disagreement about the origin of Dead Sea Scrolls, answer is false. And if they don't tell us whether there is agreement or there is disagreement, then the answer is not given. Now please come back, second paragraph, because questions and answers are in order. Second paragraph, we read it from first line. The origin, got the word? See, clue word, origin. The origin of Dead Sea Scrolls, which were written around 2000 years ago between 150 BC and 70 CE, is still the subject of scholarly debate even today. When something is a subject of debate, it means people don't agree. What is the word for academics? Scholarly. Okay, so they say here is still the subject of scholarly debate even today. When something is still debatable, it means people don't agree on that. So the answer is false. Very good. Got it? It's all reasonable. No? Let's move on, please. We've got question number 8. Most of the books of the Bible written on the scrolls are incomplete. Now, what do you have to check? Incomplete. Very simple. Now, if most of the books of the Bible written on the scrolls are incomplete, answer is true. If they are complete, answer is, and if they don't tell us, not given. So please come back, and we are going to go to Bible. Yeah, it's the 4th paragraph. Everyone please come to 4th paragraph. The Dead Sea Scrolls include fragments from every book of the Old Testament of the Bible. Fragments. Now what does it mean? Fragments means parts. And when there is some parts of it, is it complete one? No, it is incomplete. Please focus this thing again. The Dead Sea Scrolls include fragments from every book of the Old Testament of Bible except for the book of Esther. So they have the fragments. Now please come back to the question. What is the question? Most of the books of Bible written on the scrolls are incomplete, and they say most of the books, only one book where there is nothing, otherwise they have fragments. Fragments means incomplete parts, so the answer is true. Just underline a line in the passage, a line over here, and when you go back home you can match them. Read it again and again so that you understand all these things. All right, let's move on. Question number 10. Question number 9. Information on the copper scroll. What's the clue word? Copper scroll. Information on the copper scroll is written in an unusual way. Now, if copper scroll is your clue word, if information is written unusual way, it's true. If it is written usual or ordinary way, then it is false. So please come back. Copper scroll. Look for the word copper scroll. Copper. Yes, second page, first paragraph, and let's read it from third line. Listen, make it a rule. Whenever you find the word, don't read from the word onwards. Come back and start the sentence where there is the last full stop. Read it from there. So I'm reading it, second page, first paragraph, third line. The only exception is the scroll numbered 3Q15, which was created out of a combination of copper and tin, known as the copper scroll. This curious document features lettered, chiseled on metal, perhaps as some have theorized to better withstand the passage of time. Now what is it? This curious document, the word curious, focus that. This curious document features letters chiseled onto metal. Chiseled means kanda karna. Chiseled onto metal. The words were chiseled onto metal, and they use the word curious document. Now let's go back. What's the question? The information on copper scroll is written in an unusual way. What is that unusual way? Chiseled on metal. So the answer is true. Very good. Clear? Unusual way, chiseled on metal. Chisel and all that. Question number 10. Mar Samuel. What's the clue word? Mar Samuel. Okay, Mar Samuel was given some of the scrolls as a gift. Now, if he was given some of the scrolls as a gift, it's true. If he gave scrolls as a gift to someone, Then it is false. Let's go back. Mark Samuel. Yeah, sixth paragraph or second last paragraph. Some of the Dead Sea Scrolls have been on interesting journeys. In 1948, a Syrian Orthodox archbishop known as Mar Samuel acquired 4 of the original 7 scrolls from a Jerusalem shoemaker and part-time antique dealer, paying less than $100 for them. Did he receive as a gift? No, he paid $100 for that. Now come back. What's the question? Mar Samuel was given some of the scrolls as a gift. Answer is false, because he paid $100 for them. Absolutely. Okay, question number 11. In early 1950s, look for early 1950s. What does it mean? 1951, 52, 53. Early 1950s. Found it? Same paragraph, and can you see there 1954? So 1954 means early 1950s. Now come back to the question. The question is, in the early 1950s, a number of educational establishments, underline educational establishments, that means schools, colleges, universities. A number of educational establishments in the US were keen to buy scrolls from Mar Samuel. Keen to means they were interested, very interested to buy scrolls from Mar Samuel. Now please come back. Can you see he then traveled to United States? Found it? Second last paragraph, fourth line. Sabko mil gaya? Okay. He then traveled to United States and unsuccessfully offered them to a number of universities including Yale. Unsuccessfully. What does that mean? They were not keen to buy them. Unsuccessfully offered them to a number of universities including Yale and all that. Now please come back to the question. In early 1950s, a number of educational establishments in the US were keen to buy. Were they keen? Unsuccessfully offered. When he unsuccessfully offered, it means they were not keen to buy. So the answer is false. So far so good. Even if you don't understand, please mark it in the passage. When you go back home, practice again. Right? You'll be fine with it. Okay, question number 12. Scroll that was pieced together in 2017. What is the clue word? 2017. Can you see it easily? Last paragraph. Okay. Now pieced together. Do you know this thing? Pieced together means they joined it together. So let's read the question. The scroll that was pieced together in 2017 contains information about annual occasions, underline annual occasions, in Qumran area 2000 years ago. Now, annual occasions, Qumran area, 2000 years ago. Let's go back. All right, let's just see question number 12. Now, it's mentioned here, in 2017, researchers from the University of Haifa restored a deciphered one of the last untranslated scrolls. The university Eshbal Rutson and Jonathan Ben Dove spent 1 year reassembling the 60 fragments that make up the scroll. Deciphered from a band of coded text on parchment, the find provides insight into, now please read this carefully. The find means what they found, the scroll. The find provides insight into community of people who wrote it and the 360-year day calendar. What was that? 364-day calendar they would have used. And then the scroll names celebrations that indicate shifts in seasons and details 2 yearly religious events known from another Dead Sea Scroll. Come back. The scroll that pieced together in 2017 contains information about annual occasions. What is the word for annual occasions? Yeah, 364-day calendar. And if you go on, they talk about these celebrations, right? In Qumran area 2000 years ago. So what is the answer? True. It is true. Absolutely. Read it again. If you are confused, go back. This is all about Qumran. Yeah. All right. So please read this again. Deciphered from a band of coded text, and then they say this thing. Just focus this thing. Insight into, after insight into the community of people who wrote it and the 364-day calendar they would have used, the scroll names celebrations and that indicate shifts in seasons. Celebrations that indicate shifts in season, 364-year calendar, day calendar. So it is the information about annual occasions in Qumran area 2000 years ago. The answer is true. Okay, we've got the last question, question number 13. Academics at the University of Haifa. What's the clue word? Haifa. Academics at the University of Haifa are currently researching, underline, currently researching how to decipher the final scroll. If they are currently researching how to decipher the final scroll, let's just go on. I'm reading it from the beginning. In 2017, researchers from the University of Haifa restored and deciphered. What do they say? Restored and deciphered. And what is the question? Yeah, the question is academics at the University of Haifa are currently researching how to decipher the final scroll. Please come back to question again. Researchers from the University of Haifa restored and deciphered one of the last untranslated scroll. Okay, now they did that all in the past. Now please focus the question. It's very technical one. I know many of you are going to give me the wrong answer. Focus. Academics at the University of Haifa are currently researching. Now are currently researching how to decipher. And what is there? Researchers from the university restored and deciphered one of the last untranslated scroll. False? Okay. There is the last sentence. Only one more known scroll remains untranslated. Found it? Now just focus this and tell me what is the answer. Only one more known scroll remains untranslated. All right. Now listen. They said only one scroll is untranslated, and for that they use the word final scroll. Now got my point. Try to get my point. They say here academics at the University of Haifa are currently researching how to decipher the final scroll. There is only one sentence, only one more known scroll remains untranslated. About this, they did not tell us whether they are currently researching it or not. So the answer is not given. Focus there again. The last sentence of the last paragraph. Only one more known scroll remains untranslated. Now the scroll that is untranslated, they are not telling us anything whether they are currently researching to decipher it or not. So that is why it is not given. Okay.